Good morning, my dear students. Let us continue this chapter Alchemy of Nature 1.6. Yesterday we had seen about the rock so hard yet his water flows over it every day. For years the rock gives in it takes the shape that the water commands. Our problems are so closer, so related, and we are so small, yet we persist. So persist means to continue during the something in a determined way. If we persist to continue during something in a determined way. So we saw small bits of grass peeping through the small cracks in a uncertain pavement. It left thinking however impossible things may look, there is always an opening. So on the rocky hill, on the rocky area, so we can see the small grass, and it's remain evergreen, because that is the alchemy of nature, and we can learn something from the grass. We should be remain small always, then automatically all problems will be removed from our life. We saw a tree, a bare of all leaves in the cold winter months. We thought its chapter was over, but there months passed. But 3 months passed, spring set in, and tree was back to its green majesty once again, full of leaves, flowers, birds, and life. What if we too had the conviction that however difficult things are right now, it will not remain so forever. Remember, this too shall pass. So we have seen already, we might have seen some trees are there, and those trees of leaves, all leaves, bare of all leaves in the cold winter months. That is the rule of nature. So means most of the trees could be seen bare of all leaves in the cold winter months. And we thought his chapter was over. Means we think that is means if we see the bare trees, bare of all leaves trees, then we can see the chapter was over. Means it is dead. It is dried. Total dried trees can be seen in the winter season, and we can think the chapter is over. Means that it is a dead. But 3 months passed, spring set in, and the tree was back to its green majesty once again. But after 3 months, it can be miracle. It can be alchemy of nature. After 3 months, we can see the green trees. Means all leaves are that's all leaves can be seen on the trees, and that is why it is the miracle. It is the alchemy of nature, because it is in the spring season, and it set in it, and tree was back to its green majesty once again, full of leaves, flowers, birds, and life. So again we can see that means the green trees and all leaves, flowers, birds, and the life, new life could be seen to the trees. So that is one type of the miracle. That is the one type of the the alchemy. That is the mysterious power of magic. Mysterious power. Because before 3 months we have seen that the bare of leaves trees, and then after 3 months, so it can miracle. It could be what you can say see as green as before that. That is why it is a one type of miracle. So however difficult things are right now, it will not remain so forever. Remember, this too shall pass. So same way in our life, whatever the difficulties come across, whatever the problems come across, so we can overcome with these problems, we can overcome with these difficulties, because whatever the problems will not remain so forever. And remember, this too shall pass. It will remove one day. It will not remain forever. that difficulties and problems. So the nature can teach us, the nature can give the information with this thing. We saw an army of ants lugging a fly which was at least 10 times the ant size. The ants organized themselves around the fly, lifted it on a frail feelers and carried it to quite a distance. Their teamwork and the perseverance were impressive. So we have seen means always it is a surrounding example for us. That is means we have seen the army of ants, and lugging means pulling with a great difficulty a fly which was at least 10 times the ant size. Ants, small ants, but their army, their teamwork, and we might have seen that they are lifting the dead ants, dead, which was at least 10 times the ant size fly. The ants organized themselves around the fly, lifted it and frail feelers and carried it to a quite distance. They carried out that the fly, a dead fly, which is 10 times the ant size, and they can easily carry it out from one place to another place for a particular distance. Because it is a teamwork, their teamwork and perseverance. Perseverance means constant efforts in spite of obstacle. Whatever the obstacle, they fall many times, but they don't discontinue their work. It is continuity in their work, and it is their teamwork, and it could be possible. So that is why. So try again and again, and lifted it on a frail feelers and carried it out to quite a distance. Their teamwork and perseverance were impressive. What if we too are the consistent, organized, focused? Spider webs are delicate, it very strong. A rainbow colors the entire sky. Oysters take in a grain of sand, they open up with a pearl. So these are the examples of the nature. That if we too are constant, organized, focused, spider webs are delicate. Spider webs we have seen, in the corner of the house, there is, there is the spider, the wave, and that is a very delicate, but we don't know how it's wave. It very strong. A rainbow colors the entire sky, and we have seen in the rainy season, after end of the rainy season, that we can see in the sky the rainbow, 7 colors of the rainbow, and that is the wonders of the nature. And so oysters take in a grain of sand, they open up with a pearl. Oysters at the bottom of the sea, oysters, and they oysters, take in a grain of sand, they open up with a pearl, and they give us pearl. But at the bottom of the sea, means in the sand of grain, innumerable stars shine across the infinite sky. Clouds take new shapes with every passing moment. The wind makes trees dance with unhindered means without disturbance. Passion water without hint of ego changes its form according to the dictates of the sun and the wind. That the wind makes free dance with unhindered passion. Water without hint of ego changes its form according to the dictates, because water takes the form as we want. Suppose if we power it in the glass, so it will take the size of the glass. If we power that water into jug, then we can see that it means the water takes the form of jug. Suppose we power in the pots, then it will take the form of pots. So because it's adjusts and then it is compromise. So water always compromise with its size, and that is the same way our life should be. What you can say? We should be also compromise, and then we will be happy. The wind next is dance with unhindered passion, without hint of ego, changes its form according to the dictates of the sun and the wind. When we see a caterpillar turn into a butterfly, a flower turn into a fruit, we experience the alchemy of nature. When we see a caterpillar, small caterpillar are there on the plant, and the caterpillar turn into a butterfly, and a flower turn into a flowers. So, whatever the fruit, mango fruit is there, but before mango, we can see the flower, we can see the flowers. So whatever the fruit, it bears the flowers, and after flowers, it can be seen that the fruits. So the flowers turn into fruits. That is the miracle of the nature, and we experience the alchemy of nature. So with these things, we can feel, we can experience the alchemy of nature. Alchemy of nature is a mysterious power. It is mysterious power of the nature. The miracle, magic that can change things, and that is in the nature. We touch it and became gold ourselves. We touch it and became gold ourselves. So, means if nature, we experience from the nature how to be happy in our life, and how we get the experience from the nature. So that is where, so whatever the problems, whatever the difficulties come across in our life, so we should solve it, and just you should go ahead, don't sit back, then we will be happy. So this is the alchemy of the nature. So there are wonders of natures, and it is the alchemy of nature, means it is the mysterious power in the nature, and so nature can teach us, nature can give the lesson, and so we can understand. So that it means we should also adjustable, compromise, and then automatically we will be happy. So that is where this is the alchemy of nature. So this lesson has been written by Raksha Bharadia. So these are the hard words we can write in your notebook, and so this is the end of the first unit 1.6, the alchemy of nature. Thank you. Read at home carefully, because it's a wonderful lesson. Thank you.